Hello, hello, and welcome. Welcome, one, welcome all. Welcome to another live. And as promised, we are going to Kingston. So, welcome if you're a returning viewer, listener, subscriber. Welcome back, welcome back. If you're new to this channel, welcome, welcome. Voices in Education is a safe space where we share and learn from each other. We do that in a respectful way to ensure that we're maintaining our safe space, our safe community where you feel valued and where you feel a sense of belonging. All right, so on that note, we do not bash anyone, we do not belittle anyone, we keep it real and respectful. All right, we do not defame anyone. That is definitely important to us here. So as you come in, right, as you rock and come in without the music, please remember to hit the like button, the share button, and of course the subscription button. Avi, how are you doing? Welcome.
I am good. How are you doing?
I am okay. All right, talk to us while I just get this link shared out. So just, if you don't mind, just continue talking and I'll be right back with you.
No problem, no problem, no problem. Thanks for letting me know the task at hand. We all right, guys. Welcome to Voices in Education. As soon as you come in, please just close the chat, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscription button if you haven't subscribed yet. We're really happy to have you here with us. And, we are going to go to Kingston. So let us know what your thoughts are on Kingston. And, let us know if you are a member of, any one of the constituencies in Kingston, because we want to know exactly what is happening there, and no better person to get that information from than from somebody who is living in the constituency or who has links in the constituency. So, yes, your input is definitely um, important to us. So, continue to stick and stay here with us. As soon as we get our, as soon as we get our chat up, we're definitely going to read through a few of your messages. So I'm going to get that all sorted out on my side so that I can listen, read through your messages and find out what your thinking is as it relates to that. But remember to continue to support us, in whatever way you can. We are ensuring that we're doing our best for you on this side. So we're asking you to just support us on that side. Let us know where you're connected, you're joining from as well. If you want to give your country or you want to give your constituency, that is fine. And if you just want to say hello to us, that's also fine. We definitely will be appreciative of you saying hello for us. So remember, you can message in the chat, and we will open the phone lines, for a wee bit during this live stream so that you can call in and share about your favorite constituency or your part of the country. So let's see
Fantastic.
how.
Yeah, fantastic. I'm just looking in the chat there and I'm seeing Robert, welcome. Ryan, welcome. No, it's not delayed. We're live, 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 and direct. All right. So tell your friend, tell your neighbor, that we're here. And Robert is saying, I'm a winner. Of course you are. And the first to like, first to comment. Big deal for us there, Robert. Thank you so, so much. So guys, as life happens and we have other things doing. So whenever we get the time, we're going to. And earlier today, well, yesterday, we did one. And so we're back now. And we know we have some people who are usually up this time with us. So it's good to kind of vary in the context of the times. And of course, later on, we'll have Saint Andrew. All right. And, that's definitely a big one. So if you're ready for us to begin, type ready in the chat and we'll just begin. So if you're ready and you know it, type ready. Ready. Again, I can't sing, but I like to sing. I don't know if we picked the wrong time or the right time, Ovi, but let's see if the people, show up. All
Well,
right.
yeah, yeah, no matter what the time is, we have Robert and Ryan here with us, so it's definitely
After all.
the right time. Whatever time we go out there, it's definitely the right time. So we're happy that we have some persons here with us, and just want to say big up yourself and let us get things going.
Yes, I'm just waiting for one. Ready, Robert and Ryan, are you sleeping? Talk to us. Talk to us in the chat. Are you up and ready? If you're up and ready, type ready and let us just go. All right. So if you're up and ready, type ready and let us go. All right, so we're in Kingston, and in the context of Kingston, as you can see on screen, we have three constituencies. All right, so this is definitely going to be a quick one. All right, Shakira, welcome, welcome. Happy to have you there in the chat. All right, we have three constituencies, so we're just going to move on to Kingston Western, West Kingston. All right, so welcome, welcome. And in the context of West Kingston, we have two electoral divisions, so Denham Town and Tivoli Gardens. All right, so let's just keep going. So, in the context of the candidates for the upcoming general elections, we have Mr. Desmond McKenzie of the Jamaica Labour Party and Mr. Joseph Witter of the People's National Party. And Ovi, I was told that we need to use some other terms or phrases apart from in the context of. All right, so let's mix it up. I hope that's not my go-to phrase, but it is what it is. All right, so over to you, Avi. The 2007 results. Over to you.
Yeah, so the 2007 results saw Bruce Golding taking this one 10,000 votes to Joseph Whittaker's 1,000 plus votes. And we can see, Denham Town and Tivoli Gardens strong for the JLP. And we'll definitely watch and see if this is the trend going forward for this electoral seat.
All right, fantastic. So for those divisions there. So we moved to 2011 and it was kind of like the same treatment, but as you know now, it's no longer Bruce Golding, but Desmond McKenzie comes in for the JLP. We see Earl Dawkins for the PNP, so a new candidate there. But it's another win for the Jamaica Labour Party, a significant win as was in 2007. All right, so 2016, over to you, Ovi.
Yeah, over to me and over the same thing as what happened. The only thing changes, I think, is that we have some more independent candidates coming in, or some other candidates coming in, but still a huge win for the JLP. Desmond McKenzie holding his own in that seat, and Joseph Witter not able to, dethrone him in any way or form, and the trend continues.
All right, so I guess Ovi is singing over and over again. Again, I can't sing, welcome, guys. We moved to 2020, and it was a similar story, and as Ovi would say, over and over again. Desmond McKenzie taking a big win over Joseph Witter. of the PNP in the 2020 general elections. And in the context of percentages, the Jamaica Labour Party got 89.8% and the People's National Party 10.2%. Ovi, do you have any additions here before we move on?
No addition.
Oh, perhaps you said no? No? Was that the answer?
No is the answer for sure.
Okay, okay, fantastic. So we move to Kingston Western, or West Kingston as we call it. Who can vote? So, in the context of the elections that are coming up very, very soon, 24,701 people can vote in that constituency. So, we'll see how many will go out and vote. And at this point, we are encouraging you to go and vote for your candidate of choice. All right. That is definitely important for you to do. Now, the question is who will win? And I guess this one for some of us, perhaps is clear in terms of the prediction or the prediction and where our prediction will go. But we want to hear from you in the chat. So if you'd like to just share, let us know right now who do you believe is going to take this one before we go to our reveal. So for the second constituency, we're definitely going to open the WhatsApp line because we want to hear from you. But we just want to hear from you in the chat there who you believe is going to win. Let us know in the chat. Who are you predicting, to take this one? Let us hear from you in the chat. And guys, if you're here, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscription button. And tell a friend to tell another friend to run come right now because we're going into the constituency next. That, we need we need to hear from you. It's not just our voice, it's the voices, and you have a voice here. All right, so Shakira is saying we all know. Spell it out for us, Shakira, in the chat. We like when somebody else spell it out. And yes, so Ovi, we all know. Who are you predicting? Well, whose voice is predicting? Let's keep it that way. Don't let me draw you out.
All right, all right, all right. I'm not going to let you treat me like any shoeless at all.
Like
So
any what? I didn't get that.
shoes, shoes lace. He said, you're not drawing me
Oh,
out.
oh, 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 oh. Now I get it.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
So,
So,
guys, if you're ready for the reveal, type reveal in the chat and we'll move on. So, once you're ready for the reveal, just type reveal and we will move on to the next constituency. So if you're ready, just type reveal and we will move on to the next constituency. So waiting for reveal and definitely we will reveal. Shakira is saying green team. And guys, ensure that for the live, that little red thing is dragged all the way down. All right, so that you're not getting a delayed feed. All right, Robert is saying like up the chat peeps, and Mats Morgan is saying reveal. Robert is saying reveal. Fantastic. And the predicted winner is Mr. Mackenzie of the Jamaica Labour Party. All right, so again, this is just a prediction. We encourage you to go out and vote, vote, vote for your candidate of choice. And also, I should have said this at the beginning too. We are just focusing on the two main political parties. We did not access the official nominated list of candidates, so accordingly, we are sharing information based on what the two political parties have shared regarding their candidates. All right, so I did not use in the context of there. All right, we're doing fine. We move over to Kingston Central, and similarly to Western Kingston, this constituency has two electoral divisions. So Almond Town and Raytown. All right, town and town, a town, a town, town. And your candidates are for the PNP, Steve McGregor, Mr. McGregor, and for the Jamaica Labour Party, Donovan Williams, Mr. Williams. All right. Ovi, over to you.
All right, so in the 2007 elections, we had Ronald Tweets of PNP taking that one with some 5,000 plus votes over Charlton Coley, or Collie, I'm not sure how that's pronounced, but the JLP taking Raytown and the PNP taking Almond Town. But we want to highlight that Almond Town was a strong win, so almost 1,500 votes more than the JLP in Almond Town. And in Raytown, the JLP took that one with about, probably 100 and or so votes. But that's what happened. But PNP, coming through trumps with that support from Almond Town, winning that one by, some 1,000 plus votes in the 2007 election. Coming over to you.
Fantastic. So, Ovi, would it be safe to say then, based on the 2007 results, that the election was won in Almontown?
Yeah, we could say that, that definitely that's where the chunk of support our voters came from that tilted the election.
All right, so we go to 2011, and in the context of 2011, we have Rosalie Hamilton up against Ronnie Thwaites for the PNP, so Rosalie for the JLP. And again, here we see the PNP taking Almond Town and another big win there. Again, we see Raytown this time, the JLP. They did not hold on to Raytown, and the PNP got that division. And so they were the winners again in 2011. Over to you, Ovi, for 2016.
And 2016 is much of the same thing with the Almond Town electoral division. However, the Robert Chin of the JLP took back the Raytown division. And again, the same thing comes up through. Despite losing the Raytown division, the PNP they were pretty close in terms of about 200 votes difference. So the support from Almond Town could easily close that off and push them into a strong position. And Ronald Tweets will continue to, win that seat for the PNP.
All right, thank you for sharing there. So now over to 2020, and in 2020 we have Imani Duncan Price for the PNP and Donovan Williams for the JLP. Now we see here, as you could say, the PNP they tend to win, or they're usually winning Almond Town, the JLP Raytown. So now it's kind of the same story. But what happens here is that usually for Raytown, the PNP, they would normally get at least 2,000 votes. So a little over 2,000 votes. And if we go back, we can see that there. All right, just over 2,000 votes. So even though most of the times the JLP, they're holding on to the seat, PNP is always getting over that, 2,000 votes. All right, so in the context of 2020, the PNP, they did not get over that 2,000 plus votes. And what we noticed here for the JLP in Almontown is that they stepped up a bit. So they improved on their numbers. So usually it's like below 1500, as you can see there. But now we're seeing, in 2020 over that 1500 mark and the PNP going below that 2000 mark. And for sure, this was pretty much a win here for the JLP. And I think their numbers in Almontown there went down. Normally the PNP would get, 3,000, a little over 3,000 votes. That wasn't the case there in 2020. Ovi, over to you for some additions.
Yeah, definitely falling off in Albontown, the PNP there, and that's understandable with the change in candidate. That tends to happen. That there's a little bit of fall off, and what happened was it was Donovan Williams who came through, and the JLP taking this seat, and this is an important one too because this has been with the PNP for quite some time. So, losing out on the amount of support in Almontown and, Raytown has always been close. So, the JLP able to trump the PNP on this one. So that's what happened in the 2020.
All right, so in the context of percentages for 2020, we have 51.7% for the JLP and 48.3% for the PNP. Now we move over to the local government election results for 2024. And given the nature of this constituency, this was significant just to see how the voters voted in 2024, but it's along the same line. All right, so it's along the same line. And what is significant too is that, Almontown remains with the PNP, Raytown with the Jamaica Labour Party. But what we noticed over the years is that the election is normally won in Almontown. And so, what that means in the context of the numbers is that if the JLP is going to win or should win the upcoming general elections, they would need to get as close as possible to the PNP's number in Almontown and try as best as possible to work their numbers in Raytown to distance the PNP. Because it's not a situation where we can say that Raytown is not necessarily a PNP, stronghold or it's a JLP stronghold. It's pretty much fused PNP as a base there in Raytown based on the numbers. Because if we should go back and just look here, all right. Look at 2016. I mean, 2,189 to 2,494. That's significant, that 2,189 for the PNP. They're getting over 2,000 votes in Raytown, but the Jamaica Labour Party, they're not getting over 2,000 votes in Almontown. So that tells us that the election is going to be, one in Almontown. Because what happens is that the JLP is perhaps going to hold on to Raytown, but then the PNP, they're pretty much going to nullify that because they're going to come close to the JLP's number. And so Almontown is definitely where the election will be won based on our predictions. All right, based on our predictions, we don't know for sure what's going to happen, but we're saying what the numbers are showing us is that in the past, that's definitely where those elections, were won in Almontown. And so, if it is now that the PNP wants to regain the seat, they'll have to go back to what normally happens in the past prior to 2020, where they strengthen their support system, which is definitely Almantown, and they know that they have a base in Raytown that can nullify the votes of the JLP, so they will have to work that base. But if the JLP are able to distance the PNP in Raytown and gain some momentum on them in Almontown, then it's just a different story. So, guys, you see, this one is definitely going to be close, and that's what we're predicting. Ovi, do you have anything you'd like to add to this 2024 local government election results?
Just to say that PNP got a significant amount of support in their Almond Town area, in that division, and still keeping close enough to the JLP in Raytown, and hence they have reproduced, I could say, the formula that helped them to win, those years in terms of the general elections. So, this is a good yardstick, I would say, to predict what will happen as it comes on to the 2025 elections.
All right, fantastic. So, on that note, in the context of Kingston Central, who can vote? 23,060 people are on the voters list, all right, to vote in the upcoming elections. And so, now to the big question, who will win? And Robert, I'm seeing you there saying that Central's Kingston sticky. It can go anyway. So you know what? Because it's so sticky, we're going to open the WhatsApp line. All right. So we're dropping that WhatsApp number in the chat, and we want to hear from you. Want to take a few short calls. So give us a call. We just ask you to keep it real and respectful. We don't bash, disrespect anyone, and we don't defame anyone. Just let us know, call us and let us know who do you believe is going to take this one. And definitely, it's sticky out there. Yeah. Yes, Sophie. I am. That one is definitely a battle, and will be. It's really tight, but yeah, we had to choose one. But we want to hear from you guys. Yes, so we talk to us.
Yeah, for sure. A really, really tight one. A PNP strong seat, I would say, initially, and the JLP worked themselves back into it. And it seemed like, I'm not too sure what will happen right now, because, there are little indications that, maybe PNP is saying, all right, we're coming back into this, we're reclaiming this. So it's all there out there. I'm sure JLP is saying that we're not letting go of this seat, and I think that's why we are, in a little dilemma as it relates to this one. But we'd definitely love to hear your thoughts on it, guys. Give us a call, put your messages in the chat, and we'll definitely connect with you.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. It's pretty quiet. I think they're sleeping. All right. So if you're up and running, up like seven in the chat, let us know. But this seat of his, it's a very interesting one. I don't think I've ever seen one like this before in the context of the voting trends. Two electoral divisions, and pretty much the how it is. I guess the voting trends, you see where the election can be won in just one of the electoral divisions, because the other one is almost like it's split between both parties.
Yeah, for sure, and it's interesting too, and that is why we want the persons who are here with us to go out and vote. So in a constituency like this, you have to go and strengthen your strength. And if it's your weakness, you want to maximize in terms of votes too, just to nullify the other party and let your numbers show in your stronger division. So it's a really close one here, and would love to hear your thoughts on it. And I love the song that you select, "Sticky Sticky Out There."
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
that's
yeah.
this one.
Yeah, and
All
and
right.
and 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 just to say too, and perhaps to clarify, when we say that the election for this one will be won in Almonton, because what we're saying is that the data is pretty much showing us that it's pretty close in Raytown. So it's pretty much the case where both parties have a support system in Raytown. And so what happens now is that the party who is better able to work the numbers in Almontown is perhaps the party who's going to win the upcoming general election. So that's definitely interesting where if you want to win, both parties they have to go and work Almontown because they're pretty much neck and neck in Raytown. So that's just pretty interesting there. Or if one party can outdo the other in Raytown and then try to see how much they can get from Almontown. But still you have to work Almontown. You can't just win one division and say you win. That's the thing with this constituency. It's very interesting of it, just by the voting trends because we have seen JLP winning one, PNP winning one, but it doesn't mean that you're going to win. You have to work Alman down, and that's just yeah, that's interesting, very interesting. I don't know of if you're
Yeah, for
seeing
sure.
it
I'm
that
in
way.
agreement with you. I'm in agreement with you. And it just shows that we have to get our voting out there. Just guys, make sure you go out and vote and represent your choice. So that's your right. So go out there and vote, because sometimes it comes down to some little things. And you don't want to look on the screen when it's election at the boy. If probably if I went out to vote, then I could have tilted stuff. So go out and exercise your right for sure. And the seats like these, you need everyone to go out there to, put their mark down for whoever they're voting for. So, yep, make sure you go out there and vote. Not
All
here in
right.
our city.
Yeah, so
Okay,
that's
go
what
ahead.
I'm saying. We should go to the reveal. So, guys, just
Yeah,
type
for sure.
reveal in the chat and let's just move on. So, if you're ready for this reveal, and we'll definitely reveal our prediction here. Again, welcome one, welcome all. If you're just tuning in, we're so happy to have you guys here with us. Voices in Education is a safe space where we share and learn from each other. We do that in a respectful way to ensure that we're maintaining our safe space, our safe community. All right, so welcome. If you're just tuning in, if you're a returning viewer, listener, subscriber, welcome back, welcome back. Tropical, welcome, Robert. Me, I gonna make you call, Mister. Call me, Robert. I'm going to let you call me. Call me, Robert. I said the review. What I want to hear from you. I'm only one call away. Come on, Robert. Give me a call. You know the girl we can sing. You see the people in the chat I don't know what call me, Obi. I'll be here to save. I don't know if I can save the day, but we can definitely show you our prediction. But let's see if Robert answer the call and call us. All right, Tropical, you want to call us? Welcome, guys. So we say it's sticky, sticky out there. Yeah, 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 yeah. This one sticky, sticky. All right. So, guys, they want the reveal, but we're going to wait just another few seconds and see what happens, and then we'll just move forward. Yes, Avi. Again, this one, if you're just tuning in, it's definitely a tough constituency. And we shared that the party who is going to win this one, they definitely have to work Almantown. All right. And if the trends should continue with Raytown, where they're pretty much neck and neck, all right. So it means that the party that is going to win will have to be working the numbers there in Almantown. Ovi, are you ready? Are you ready for the reveal?
Yes, reveal it, reveal it, reveal it.
All right, let's go. So our predicted winner is Mr. McGregor of the PNP, and as you can see the asterisk there, this one is going to be closely contested. But we have to come to you with one voice, and we can't come tell you, okay, this one. So we know that it will can go either way, and but we have to make a prediction. So the reality will be next week. Well, this week. The reality will be on Wednesday. That's the reality. This is the prediction. All right. So we encourage you to go out and vote and support your candidate of choice. It is definitely important for you to exercise your democratic right to vote. If you don't vote for an MP, somebody will vote for you. If you don't vote for a prime minister, somebody will vote for you. All right. So let's just move over to Kingston Eastern and Port Royal. So, in the context of this constituency, and here is that's my go to phrase of it, I believe. Regarding this constituency, we have two electoral divisions, so Norman Gardens and Springfield. And your candidates are Mr. Philip Palwell of the People's National Party and Courtney Burnett of the Jamaica Labour Party. 2007, over to you, Avi.
All right, 2007 in Kingston Eastern and Port Royal. So we can see that, Norman Gardens and Springfield taken by the PNP's Philip Falwell, winning this one convincingly, with over quite a bit of votes there. And the JLP not able to keep up with him in any of the divisions. So we're going to look and see if the JLP will gain in any of these divisions and see how things progress as we look at the other elections.
All right, in 2011, if I were to use a song, it would be "Oh No, Oh No." There's a song with that intro. It just comes to mind. So Mr. Palwell continues with another big win here in 2011, still maintaining a big lead, a big win in the two electoral divisions. So 2016, over to you, Avi.
Yes, and 2016, the trend continues where Mr. Paulwell and the PNP continues to dominate this seat and, taking both the electoral divisions convincingly. And this is definitely a strong seat for the PNP.
All right, so you mentioned strong. We agree. All right, another win for Mr. Powell. This time the votes weren't that in the context of the numbers, but for sure we see the JLP they maintain their usual in this constituency, but Mr. Powell trended down in 2020. Ovi, do you have any additions here?
Yeah, it's in this one in the 2020 are much closer um, in terms of it's much closer in terms of the amount of votes, but still a clear win there for Philip Paulwell in um, this seat.
Yeah, and for me, it would be interesting. I am definitely going to look out for the results next week for this one to see if the number will increase for Mr. Paul will here, or if it's going to be more or less the same in this range, because that would be sending a message, or the electorate would be sending a message in that regard. In the regarding 2020 and the final results, the PNP got 77% and the JLP 23% of the votes. So for Kingston, Eastern, and Port Royal, who can vote? 27,128 people are on the voters list and are eligible to vote in the upcoming general elections. Now, who will win? That's the question, guys. Come on, let us know in the chat, quick and fast. Who is going to win this one? Let us see if your prediction is matching our prediction, right, Ovi?
For sure. Let us see what you're thinking for this one, and let's see how things are going. Make sure, guys, if you're here with us, you have hit the like button. We want to keep it 100% today, one and one. So as soon as you're in, hit the like button, hit the subscription button, turn your post notification on, and make sure you've dropped your prediction for this seat.
Okay, Ovi, the last part of your of what you're saying is always cutting out, so I'm not sure if you're disconnecting a little bit too early. All right, guys, so let us know. Type reveal in the chat and let us go to this prediction. Welcome if you're just tuning in. We're pretty much done with Kingston. And of course, we're journeying to the big St. Andrew. So come on, let us know one reveal and we'll go. Are you ready? Are you ready? Ooh. Ave, are you ready? Are you ready? When the
I will
voters
wait.
turn up, when the voters turn up. Come, add the line of it. Are you ready? Are you ready? When the voters turn up.
They're gonna ink their fingers up. They're gonna vote
Eh,
for the person of their
of their
choice.
choice. Pull up. Only we alone can do this on this channel. Do the C3 over here. I'm waiting for the reveal. Jodian, welcome. Call this seat quick. It's a safe seat. It's the last one, Jody. So let me know. Spell it out in the chat, Jody. And all right, spell it out in the chat. It's the last one. Who's gonna take it? Or you just say reveal. All right. Happy to have you here, Jody. All right. So we're just waiting for the reveal, and we'll definitely see. Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, they're not ready, you know. They like us for singing even though we can't sing.
Yeah, they're liking the vibe. And thank you guys for being here with us. Thank you for hitting us up in the chat. Thank you for just coming over and keeping our company. We really appreciate your company
Yeah,
here.
for sure.
And we know the time is unusual, and unusual is not necessarily a bad thing. It's we are
Yeah,
here together, and it's important that we can connect like this,
yes,
and have
guys.
some meaningful discussions.
Yeah,
Yes.
we have to get the predictions out. We have St. Andrew for tomorrow and then the big reveal Tuesday before Wednesday. So we gotta do our thing. When the voters turn out and all the fingers ink up. They'll be voting for their candidates of choice. Pull up! PNP, of course. Kareem, welcome. All right, we just want to see reveal. Did we get okay? We got a reveal. Robert there. All right, so the predicted winner is Mr. Paulwell. All right, of the People's National Party. All right, so that's it for Kingston. Ensure that you join us for St. Andrew All right, so by doing that, it means you need to subscribe, turn on your post notification. So tap the bell and select all so that you do not miss any updates from this channel. Thank you so much for keeping it real and respectful in the chat. Really appreciate you guys being here with us and for all the support. Do not leave without hitting the like button and the subscription button, and definitely share this live. Send it to somebody you know in Kingston and encourage them to go out and vote for their candidate of choice. All right, that is definitely important. So tell a friend and to tell another friend about the Voices in Education. Ovi, over to you for some final comments.
All right, guys, thank you for being here with us. Thank you for having me to Voice is really happy to be here. And, I understand, we kind of understand why we don't get no call this morning because, the timing. But I'm
Yeah.
happy for all the persons who screeching and put in a one text and send us, they're sending the reveal, just to keep the chat going. And we really appreciate all that you do here. So here, what we're going to do. We're going to get some shut eye and we're going to sort out. Remember,
All right, Ovi.
send
All
all
right,
the
Ovi. All
reveal.
right, Ovi. All right, Ovi. All right, I get you on that one. Tropical is saying me I watch, but me can't vote. Lord Tropical. All right, well, we must decide, guys, go out and vote PMP Wednesday early. All right, Jodian. So, wait. How the song go again, Ovi? Are you ready? Are you ready? Ooh. Come again. Are you ready? Are you ready? Hear this one. All right. When the voters turn up and all the fingers ink up, they'll be voting for their candidates of choice. Pull up. We can't sing what we like to sing. But thank you guys so much. And that's it, just go out and, show love. And it doesn't matter if somebody's PNP, JLP, or no P. Just love, respect, and care for each other. And let's just keep it, out there positive. And definitely join us Wednesday. We'll be here for the live results. We'll be taking calls for all the excitement, for all, whatever in between, and for you telling us, oh, you see it, a prediction never really, that's fine. It's just a prediction, and we know that the reality will hit us on Wednesday, and so that's what we're waiting for. But until then, we ask that, you continue to support us. So hit the like button, hit the subscription button. Join us later on. All right. You never know when we're going to be live. So that is why it's important to turn on your post notification. Blessings and love, everyone. We're going to just sign out with some music on this one. All right. So thank you so much for tuning in. Again, we really appreciate your support, and we'll see you in the next live. Bye for now. Take care, everyone.